Triple M. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Trifactor podcast. In this podcast sheds a light on the Trinity diaspora of footballers, whether it be intercol, university, international level, whether they make it to pro level. This podcast is also a rap podcast where guys compare Kyrie Irving to Drogba.
You lie.
Yeah, man, see, Drogba real clutch, like Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
Try to put him in the clutch talk with Ronaldo and Messi now, boy. It was an interesting take. Who you think it was? Who you think make the...
Mark, for sure. Triple M, for sure.
Yeah, so hopefully have him one later and he could share this light on it. Andre, take us off. You have something weighing on your heart.
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, so before we get started and thing, I just there's been a lot of fanfare with the return of CR7 and thing like that. Obviously, from a footballing sense, there's nothing to begrudge with the ability Anthony Man has demonstrated consistently for like 20 years, though. Well, all right, maybe it's not 20 years. Maybe in the very beginning he wasn't that level. But there's the other part of it where people are trying to talk about his almost like a hero's welcome now. Almost like, if you remember Pep Barca, how annoying Xavi was with the a victory for he tried to make it more than just football. He tried to make it like an existential thing now. So there's a part. All right, there's a part of what going on with Ronaldo that part of it is very distasteful, considering, all right, the man is, so yes, this mightn't be official written anyway, but the man is avoiding going to the States. So the man is avoiding going to the States for a reason. So there's enough conversation, there's enough, when you read the Spiegel article and the accounts of the stuff and all this stuff, there's enough there that, all right, this is not something that could be dismissed too easily. And to be honest, there's a part of it that feels, so why is it so easy to believe that without statistics, nobody is going to research no crime statistics on how frequently people make false claims of rape against football superstars, whatever, right? But why is it so easy to believe that is the case first and foremost? Why is it so easy to try to make this be separated from who it is as the player versus who it is as there's a part of it that is, that's part of the conversation, dog. I'll use one last gross example just to finish it off is, all right, is R. Kelly, right? The example will be R. Kelly. Fair enough. I ain't saying to you your opinion on R. Kelly's entire catalog of music supposed to change overnight and he's supposed to whatever. But you're not supposed to be going ponging R. Kelly and bigging up R. Kelly every chance you get and bigging up and R. Kelly is oh gosh, dog, please. Now that you have the information that you have, all right, at least temper the excitement that you go around with the man. So that is it. I think I keep it at about 2 minutes there, 3 minutes.
Oh, you done there?
I think so. I'm done. That's all I have to say.
I real shocked, boy.
That's all I have to say. The rest will be in the blog. Look out for the blog.
That blog like Dr. Dre album, you know?
Yeah, not Dr. Dre, Kendrick.
Or Rihanna own. Every time Rihanna posts some money in it, people like, where the music, you know?
Where the next album?
Billions, you know? Anyway.
Rihanna stopped making music, bro.
Yeah, why? And I can make billions and everything else? It's the fans' fault anyway. So I forget to introduce you, my bad. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have an esteemed guest on the panel tonight, David Scarlett from Bias Brother podcast. them is big bros in the podcast game. We're doing it a while now, right? You had guys like Alvin Jones on, Kenwin Jones, Real Jones, boy. They had Jabari
Marshall.
Mitchell, they had Marshall Sidenio. So guys, check out their stuff. We'll link their page below, right? So David, what are your thoughts on the game week this weekend? A lot of the big names did their thing. The City, the Chelsea, the Man U. But we start with your team, Chelsea. Right now, Chelsea's a scary side, even though it was against a shaky Villa defense, all kind of assists from Mings and things. What's your thought on the performance this weekend?
I mean, overall, I think everybody was happy this weekend. From Chelsea down to bottom of the table Arsenal.
Hey, what's that?
Yeah, I think this weekend, everybody was happy. All the top teams won.
Except Tottenham.
Well, Tottenham is not a top team anyway.
Right, yeah. That's what
Well, yeah, all the top teams won. And with regards to Chelsea, I think it was a decent game. Yeah. The only blip in the game was Saul. But, yeah, Saul still, he playing against West Ham, Mallorca, and Real Betis now. Is that not the case? And yeah, besides that, it was a pretty good game, pretty comfortable game for Chelsea. Right. Even though Mendy was greatly tested in the first half, I still didn't feel threatened by Villa. You know, I still thought we could have gone and get a clean sheet and even score more than 3. We ended up scoring 3, but I thought we could have scored more than 3.
Okay. What do you think about Cho, boy?
Cho shouldn't be playing right wing back. I think he should be playing further up the field in a right wing or left wing position. Right wing back is not for him.
Yeah, but Tuchel don't really play outside wingers though. His wingers just tuck in kind of in the half spaces and the wing backs just go for. And I don't think Cho had that positional awareness or that dexterity to play in that half space. I think he's still kind of a wild man that could probably exploit your wide. I think that's why that's the only position he may get a chance.
Well, yeah, I agree. That's the only position that he could play in the current system. But you still need some kind of defensive ability playing right wing back. Because at the end of the day, a right wing back is still a defender. It's still a defensive position. Yeah. And Cho cannot defend. So even though it was just Villa, and in the later stages, you see Bailey could have come and test him if Bailey was on the other side. Even though it was against Villa, Cho still showed the kind of defensive weakness. I think that's why Alspi came on in the late minutes. Okay.
Yeah. But then I see people arguing online, even going the other way. How come Aspie was able to put in passes that were more incisive than Cho was able to do whole game?
I agree. No, but the thing with Cho just needs playing time. Correct. But in the current system, he no longer the playing time that he wants. So I think Cho he should have gone out on loan. Yeah. I think this season he should have gone out on loan.
Since last season,
now,
brother.
Last question on Cho. Everybody fully fit. Do you think? And let me say, Tuchel was playing the 4-3-3 with wide wingers. Does Cho make that side ahead of Pulisic, Ziyech, and things like that?
No, absolutely not. Cho reminds me of Demarai.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Demarai.
You mean the man who actually scoring and turning up?
Cho is a man that's hold the ball too long and he like to beat too much.
There's no such thing.
No, brother. Sorry, I'll leave, but
that's not why Mark, let me introduce you, right? You have another team member, all in the Chelsea kit, right? This is like a two Chelsea shows in 2 weeks. Lord, what we turn into, boy? Anyway, you have the boss.
Big man.
Mark, go into it. Mark, you're outsider. They can't get clout, you know.
I get put out tonight, boy.
You see that, brother? If it's my fault, I'm real sorry, though.
No.
You sure you ain't gonna get no call from no police?
Nah. No finish with Cowboys. I'll take it real cool.
All right. Light flex. All right. Yo, Mark Saunders in the building. Triple M.
Triple M, yeah. I don't play that one. When it comes
out. You see the same thing, Dre come back with this boy, Dre, man.
Triple
I
M.
say Dre come back as a refined man, boy.
Nah, boy. Nothing changing, no. Anything I get worse.
It's all love, bro. So this is you see Chelsea.
Oh.
Yeah. So Mark, I don't know if you know Scarlett.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I'll introduce you guys still. Chelsea fan, me Chelsea fan. Right, that's enough. Fellas, I appreciate all you coming on. Mark, you're talking about the Chelsea game weekend, boy. Now, before you jump into the excitement, bro, right?
Excitement, boy?
Yes, man.
I disappointed. That should have been a 5-0.
Oh my God.
I know say the same thing.
Let me say my PZ before you go. Because it might be a 10-minute for Mark, right? So Chelsea, boy, I am so scared of Chelsea right now, boy. And it's not even the attacking threat, because that takes care of itself. I'm not seeing them conceding many goals. And it's like, even if they get bypassed, when Mendy lie down, he like half the length of the goal, boy. It's like, bro, we're really doing. And I see some, I know Scarlett say, all you want tested. I think Watkins could have ball at least once. But he no come back.
No, to be fair.
When you say Watkins now come back?
Yeah,
you say what?
Watkins wasn't playing all the time.
Dog, even if Watkins was the fittest he's
but
ever been in his life, the man is aggressively normal, though.
Yeah, but he'll score. Let me finish my point now.
Listen, the dress is shake, but the man will miss the chance.
Mark Andrew, I'll get you it now, right? So I'll piggyback off him now coming back onto Saul. Give the brother time. I will not even rate Saul based on this game.
Yeah, niggas just have hard time in Chelsea for sure. That's a normal scene, so I understand what you're going through.
It's not that, right? The man first game in a different environment.
Wow.
I give the man at least 6 months, right? That's just me. And then the
6 months, that's too long, boy.
No. Trust me. Anyway, and the last
part ain't gonna take so long.
Well, it's true. True could be how good. When you get one game in 30, you're not going to perform just so good. It's not going to happen. And that's all I'll say. Mark, go ahead, bro. Enjoy.
No, well, bro, I would just respond to some of the things they said.
Yeah.
For sure, Aston Villa had a moment, a 15-minute period where Aston Villa had at least 3 clear chances. Mm-hmm. And it's really brilliant that separate them from Chelsea, individual brilliance on the part of Mendy. So we were tested because strangely enough, the 3 chances came from 3 times at Saul. But Saul was dispossessed.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. Yeah.
All right. So I think segueing straight on to Saul, clearly the 2-man midfield at Atletico play and the 2-man midfield at Chelsea plays 2 different systems. For the last season and a half, Simeone wasn't using Saul in that position, so it could show a little sign of distrust to have him in front of a defense. So I would be cautious in my criticism of Saul from this game, but I could say that I am not overly optimistic for Saul.
All should talk aside. All should talk aside.
Bro. You see, the problem is this. I actually watched Saul before he was there. Mm-hmm. And Saul is not Saul that we know from 3 years ago. The last year and a half has been abject from Saul. If you look at where he was playing left back, he was playing right back, he was playing everywhere except midfield. Mm-hmm. Right? And it has to have a legit reason for that. Now, we know Diego Llorente was, it's Diego Llorente, right?
Yeah.
Marcus Llorente.
Marcus
Llorente.
Marcus Llorente.
Right. So we know Marcus Llorente was a revelation, but it kind of showed you that for some reason, Simeone lost the trust that Saul had. So my thing is, I am happy that Saul is there. But I would be cautious in my expectation from him. I do not, in my periphery, see Saul making the impact that many have him to be. But thankfully, I support the club they call Chelsea FC. And if it's one thing we have in Chelsea is depth, right?
Yeah,
we have depth in the squad. Now, on to Chelsea going forward. The reason I'm wearing these colors, bro, is because I represented my badge, right? I think I'm doing them a disservice, but by not showing the greatest badge in the world at the moment, right?
Show it up more. Show it more.
I am confident that Chelsea will go far and will compete effectively in the Premier League and the Champions League. I don't necessarily believe we favorites to win, but I'm sure that we will be up there when the moment I reckon and reach. Now Tuchel doing something with the squad that is really amazing. And more so, Chelsea get the forward, not only that they need, the forward that they wanted. Last year, I was right here when I tell all you, if we had a forward, we could have get. I want Lukaku, not Haaland, not Lewandowski. I want Lukaku because he suits how Chelsea play football. 2 chances, 2 goals. That's what we are about.
Clinical.
Right? That's right. That's what we are about. We have that big figure up front.
Brother,
we have the runners.
I'm going to tell you something. I hope you're not really expecting that kind of strike rate for the rest of the season from the man. Get the man a little, ease up the man a little bit.
No, well, I'm not expecting Lukaku to score every shot he gets in. But what I'm saying is, Lukaku is the kind of forward that Chelsea needs.
Yeah, I agree.
Because we won the Champions League without having a goal scoring forward. So any goals right now is surplus to what is expected. And I think Lukaku is the ideal fit for Chelsea because
but
Chelsea
let me hear about the
R9. To compensate for players like Kayande.
Let me hear about the R9 take there.
Well, right now it only R9.
I see a video. Is it a video or audio here? Something where a man talking about R9.
Yeah, you call Lukaku R9.
So, bro, hear how the R9 come about, right? R is for Romelu. And 9 is the number on the back. Right? So since we don't have no Ronaldo, Nascimento, it's only fair that we give the R9 the R9. Right? So I call him Romelu this season R9.
I said it on our podcast too that if we win the Champions League without a striker, and we have a striker now, we could definitely win the league this season. Because all the chances that were missed last season by Werner, Lukaku would be converting them chances. And the chances that we throw away is the amount of points that we throw away. And now that Lukaku here is points that will be earned now.
So you're correct. You're correct.
So I mean, I said it in our last episode. I said it to Candace that I do think Chelsea should be seen as the favorites for the league. That being said, you don't win things in a vacuum, right? So you have to look at your opponents as well. So people have been slandering, in my opinion, they've been slandering my boy Jack Grealish. They're not realizing. So if you bring back De Bruyne into that mix, I mean, Raheem at City is not Raheem for England. Riyadh is not the same Riyadh from Leicester. But Jack Grealish is a very creative player, though. So what you just added to City is even more expected goals, though. So that's why you think about City. Now you think about even more chances with, I mean, Ferran Torres. The problem they have is, right, they didn't get a striker, right? But they didn't get worse. They get better, though.
But Andre, if I could just add to what you're saying, no, I am one of the few people that don't have Chelsea as a favorite in the league. I am optimistic that we could win the league. I don't have them as a favorite. The reason, two reasons. It's simple. One, I don't want that kind of expectation on my squad. Right? And then the second thing is, I think to discount City from being the favorites, people don't just close them wide margins just like that. And hear what I say. you're correct in that people slandering Jack Grealish, but when you look at the metrics, Jack Grealish actually have the most creative passes in the box, and I think second overall in the league. Most for City, and I think second overall in the league. So that's telling you that when City get back up to full strength, it will be real problems.
Real chances. So
yeah.
So that's the only thing stopping. So like Osei said it earlier though, I think Ole had the best defense by far. How Chelsea plays tactically, not in terms of defender by defender, but how Chelsea plays tactically defensively is top notch. So I can't see teams beating them easily. I can't see teams scoring on them easily. And there was the old saying is defense win titles. So I could see it.
But as you mentioned, Chelsea is not favorites to win the league. That's because Chelsea is not a flashy team. We don't have no Ronaldo. We don't have no fancy flicks and tricks and.
But yeah, Ronaldo. Yeah, Ronaldo.
We're not a flashy team.
We have Havertz and Ziyech and Kovacic.
Yeah, that was not flashy players. It's technical players that can play nice passes. But there's not flashy players.
Nah, them. But we are true, boy.
Anyway,
the man who chose remind me of you was trying to say who remind me of earlier. He remind me of Kingsley Coman is who sure reminds me of.
Yeah,
and that's what you need to do.
So fellas, I'll tell you this. I find David, I must disagree to take that Cho and the Mayorga. I think that is chalk and cheese.
No.
The Mayorga is a decent player, but Cho is on our next level.
No, I don't mean like
what level Cho on?
Nah, Cho better than him. Cho is better than him. But I don't mean like head to head. I mean like the type of player they are. They like to run at the defense line. They like to hold the ball.
What proof we have that Cho is better than Gray?
Come on. Cho is better than him.
Listen, fellas. Why do they think Cho's so good, man? Why do they think Cho's so good?
Explain to me.
So I could tell earlier, and Andre knows not because Cho is English. So let me go ahead, right?
Let me hear
this. The day anybody could give me the time when Bayern Munich bid 60 million for the Mayorga, that ever happened?
Yeah, but Bayern Munich bought Kingsley Coman though.
So, but Kingsley Coman is a serial winner.
Listen, who's tall man in centre forward? They'll say, what's his name? What's the boy name? Eric Choupo-Moting though.
But
Andre, and I don't want to cut all the across. Kingsley, don't just call him Kingsley Coman. Kingsley Champions League winning Coman, boy. This man have a Champions League goal. Kingsley World Cup winning Coman, boy. Kingsley Euro winning Coman, boy. Kingsley is a serial winner.
Euro? You hearing yourself, dog?
Yes.
No, but back to
the man's a squad player, dog.
Back to the Bayern thing, though.
Yeah.
You notice Bayern signed Sane because they couldn't get through.
That's right, exactly. They said it too. They said it. Cho was the top target.
I'll believe that.
You know?
Yes.
But Osei right now, Bayern looking to sell Sane. So I definitely believe that.
Only believe in any sphere. Just now. Whether he performing or not, only believe in any sphere that Cho could hold a candle to Sane.
Yes.
Evidently.
Yes.
But what I want to understand is what is it based on? What has he shown that making Ole have so much confidence in this man's ability?
So all right. So I'll tell you this, Andre. I have seen Cho from a 15-year-old come to the academy. Granted, that academy is academy and top notch is top notch. But the day that they call Jadon Sancho world class, I know for sure that if Jadon Sancho is world class, Cho is world class +1. I'm not saying Jadon Sancho world class. I don't believe that he's a good player, but I am sure that Cho is a better player. You saw it for the World Cup team that England
I never see it. I never see it.
Did you watch the under-17 World Cup?
Guys, I never see it.
Guys, these guys you guys are discrediting have stats behind the name, you know.
Who are discrediting here?
But it's not even about
Sancho.
Listen,
but Sano have stats behind him, but Sano don't have a brain in his head. That's why he's not in Man City. That's why Bayern looking to sell him. Let's be real.
So let me be real.
12 and 17, no brain. All right, go ahead.
So let me be real. How long has Cho been injured for? In the last, like, has he been injured this whole time in the last 3 years, 4 years?
Yes, he was injured for a 9-month period, bro.
And some severe injury
the man whole career had to start over.
Okay, and when he came back, which coach put confidence in him? But he's had 4 coaches now.
Lampard was the one really.
3.
No, but you see, Lampard couldn't put that confidence because the guy dies after a 9-month layoff, so he obviously have to ease him back in. But yeah, who put confidence in him? Thomas Tuchel stopped them from sending out Cho for 2 transfer windows, including this transfer window, when Borussia Dortmund asked for him on a season-long loan.
And does he start for Chelsea?
No, he doesn't start for Chelsea.
Will he start for Chelsea?
Eventually.
When?
But
when?
So Andre, I could
no. Hold on.
I could sit
when Reese's come up from Red Card, he will start.
Listen, all I'm trying to say.
No. Yeah, what I'm saying, fellas. Understand what I'm saying? I could sit down here and play guru. I could sit down here and play as a psychic, both of which I am not. But hear what? If Thomas Tuchel, Champions League winning coach, stop you from even in 2 transfer windows. 2 transfer windows, not one. Two transfer windows. It tells you that this player have more than meets the eye.
All it tells you is that you like Scott them.
That's all it tells you. So listen. The thing that is more important, sir, what is more important than keeping somebody in the squad is how often do you play them? How often do you count on that player? How much do you build your team around that player? We've now seen, hold on, I remember Chelsea is getting vexed to this day. But vexed with a smile though, right? But I remember to this day, it had Sarri out based on Sarri playing Willian and Hazard over Cho, right? Which was madness. That's one. So Sarri didn't play.
I was one of the people saying
Hold on. Sarri didn't play him. Okay, so you get injured.
But Sarri did play, man.
All right. Sarri did not play him. Right?
Sarri did play him.
Listen, Sarri did not play him so much so.
Sarri did play him.
So much so that I remember Rio Ferdinand with his shepherds talking about if Sarri can show him the confidence, he should go and look for a new club and think because he's good enough. All right, whatever. Right? The bottom line is managers just keep players around who are the good players to have around because their mentality and stuff like that. You have squad depth, they have some tactical versatility, right? And then managers count on players who are high level performers, right? Which one of them two you think Cho falls into? What is his high level? What is his high level? Hold on. What is his high level performance, right? And then think about his tactical flexibility. How much positions he could play in?
3.
Really?
Yes, he can.
Which 3?
You know Cho is not wing back, right? You know that Cho is not a wing back.
In this current system, how many positions can he play?
3. In the last game, he played in 3 positions. That is how simple it was. The last game, Cho played in 3 positions. He started right wing back. He started right wing back. He went to right attacking mid. Then he went to left attacking mid.
No, when Aspie came on,
I watch the game.
Wait.
But when Aspie came on, he played in a 2 after 2 at Lukaku.
That's right. He played on the both sides and the front 2. He went to right attacking mid, then left attacking mid.
Hey, you know who else could? Hey, you know who else is going to move around on the field like all kind of position? Come a man named Fred on Manchester United though. He's playing all kind of positions. You know how good he is?
Well, we know. So hear this, right?
Yeah.
I am not going to be one of them people that are going to just malign Fred. I could malign the whole team, right?
Yeah.
So when we say Manchester United, I don't compare anything from Manchester United to Chelsea. Thank God that Ronaldo, that is all well and good. But we're talking about a top tier team here. I'm not going to cry my conversation down to that level.
What I'll say to you, brother, instead of trying to look for signs and thing and horoscope and thing to figure out how good Cho is, look at the simple facts. When the man is not injured, can you justify playing him ahead of Pulisic, Ziyech?
Yes. So bro, I could say this as a Chelsea fan without fear or favor. Cho is a lot better than Christian Pulisic. Hands up.
Let me finish now. So you say it right. So if when he is not injured, you telling me, forget your opinion. You telling me the coaches will pick him in the starting lineup ahead of them players? All right, then you have something to talk about. The bottom line is you've now seen different coaches of different mindsets, different mentality, whatever, and they all put him into the category of talent. Give him some minutes every now and then. Play him in this little other competition here. Sweet talk him a little bit to keep him happy and here. Tell him, hey boy, you're so much. Hey, your upside is the highest I've ever seen since I see Boyan Kirkic or whatever. Tell him whatever you need to tell him.
So Andre,
and then do what?
Let me just say this, Mark. Let me just say this, Mark. Right? I don't blame Choe. I blame Choe's manager because he should have been out of Chelsea 2 seasons ago.
So hear this, right? Andre.
I have one more thing to say, but go ahead.
Andre. Oh, should I call you Beres Hammond? A lot of sweet lies. Because you're so good. But the fact is this. How you just know you're better players in the squad? What was the number one indicator?
You're better players?
You're better players in the squad. Outside of game time, what's the number one indicator you're better players?
That's just know it's game time, dog.
No. You're paid. You're paid. Cristiano Ronaldo on £100,000 a week. Callum Hudson-Odoi is £150,000 a week. Let me start with that. So
Callum Hudson-Odoi is a British talent.
So no, bro.
There's a British tax, not just in transfers.
When Callum Hudson-Odoi refused Bayern Munich, Chelsea made them the offer with Callum as an 18-year-old, £150,000 a week. Now let us go on. I admit that Callum has had it rough since Sarri left because he had a lot of minutes under Sarri. Unfortunately, he got injured on the eve of the Europa League semi-finals and he was out for 9 months. In Lampard period, Cho along with N'Golo Kante were rested to ensure they're back to full fitness. Now we have Thomas Tuchel that refused to let Cho leave the club because he thinks he has a role for him. Unfortunately for Cho, Chelsea only have 3 attacking positions when normally you would have 4. And that is what is keeping Cho out of the side because it is very hard.
What is keeping him out of this side? What is keeping him out of this side is that there are better players than him in this side. That is it. Stop trying to find signs and symbols from above. Just look at the simple thing. He's not playing because is he better than Kai? No. Is he better than Mason? No. Is he better than Ziyech? No.
Bro,
hold on. Let me say the last thing. So, how dog, you older than 20?
Yeah.
All right. So, I'll try to put this in language of. So, I used to be an Inter fan. It had players on your team that, as a fan of the team, you just want to rate them up and thing. But then you had to be real with yourself on the wider European scene. How good is that player actually? Right.
Right.
So. Inter have players the players always remember is always Alvaro Recoba. Remember him? You remember Recoba? Alvaro Recoba.
Of course I do.
Yeah,
of course I do.
But I don't know where you're going with this.
All right, here we're going with this. Okay, as an Inter fans will tell you when Recoba and Ronaldo was there at the same time, Inter fans used to be more excited about Recoba, right? But it will be ridiculous to come out and say, oh, Recoba is better than Arnold.
He's a cult hero. Yeah.
He's a cult hero. As a fan of the club, you're excited about him and his prospects and all that stuff.
So you said some kind of things where you could have been like...
Right. Now, hold on now. Even that, I doing Cho a huge favor in saying Recoba with he name, right? but my point is, okay, Cho falls into the bin of, look, as a Chelsea fan, yeah, you're excited about Cho and he's good and ting. Dog, but on the scale of, you just call out real good players as examples. On the scale of Kingsley Coman, Leroy Sane, Serge Gnabry. On the scale of these players, Brent Sancho, all these, dog, where does show fit?
Not Brent, Jaden.
Jaden Sancho.
Where does show fit? Where does show fit? On top.
Bottom.
On top. On top. And you see that perspective. No, I'm going to explain to you.
Nah, you can't explain to me, though.
So here is, Andre, I could be one of the people that, I don't know, I would have liked to be one of the people that could sit down and agree with you because it's sounding good.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
It's sounding good. But unfortunately, I was one of them people that learned to critically analyze things. Right? And the fact is this. While you give me a nice example of Recoba, I could give you some better examples of what exactly is going on with you. And let me make it specific to Chelsea FC. Mohamed Salah, right now, who you think better than Willian and Mohamed Salah?
Right now, Salah.
Right? 3 years ago.
Willian. Well, it was more than 3, but...
No, but 3 years ago.
Not 3 years ago, man. Salah is
I'm
saying 3 years ago. I should have
3 years ago, about 5.
Okay, so 3 years ago, Salah. Yes.
Right, 3 years ago, Salah, right?
Okay. Yeah.
No. This player, Kevin De Bruyne.
Yes.
Who better in Kevin De Bruyne and Oscar?
At that point in time, Oscar was better.
No, don't tell me about that at
Oscar
that point in time.
I'm talking about now.
Okay, at this point in time, Kevin De Bruyne.
3 years ago, who was better?
Kevin De Bruyne.
Right. You want me to continue? Because I want
to continue, eh?
No, please continue.
I wanted to continue. Because the only thing, the only thing, the two things those guys have in common is that they were at Chelsea.
So wait.
And what's the second thing? What's the second thing they have in common?
So here the second thing they have in common. You know what they have in common? Those are players that didn't get an opportunity. Because the next player going to tell it just now, don't tell me no Jose Mourinho nothing.
No, not Jose Mourinho. Right? What they have in common is that they left Chelsea.
So fellas, I was going to say the next one is Romelu Lukaku. It's simple the point I'm trying to make.
He left Chelsea as well.
So listen.
Hold on, I have one counter at the end of this.
Listen. The simple point I'm making. I born Chelsea. I grew Chelsea. You understand? You understand? I born Chelsea.
He molded by it.
I understand this here tongue. I understand this here tongue you called Chelsea. And here why sure about it? Sure only being stymied because he don't get the opportunity. When he get the opportunity, you know what happened? We will be on the Trifactor podcast. The Trifactor podcast will be a big thing. You might be in BBC, all kind of thing. But you know what's going to happen? You know
hold on. I'll say.
Osei going to watch me on the Trifactor podcast and tell me, is Hudson-Odoi the best thing
I'll
say? Yes, no, let me just talk to my brother. Let me talk to my brother Mark one bit. Brother Mark, do you believe that if those guys stayed at Chelsea, they will be the same players? You believe that, Hoss?
I believe that if they had gotten the opportunity, because De Bruyne was showing signs, Salah was showing signs. You understand?
Romelu, definitely mold them in, Hoss.
Alright, but hold on.
The problem is Callum isn't getting to leave.
Yeah,
He's not getting to leave.
Hold on. Here's the other thing you're missing about them, man. Right? Any other Chelsea player you call, right? What they have unlike you is that prior to Chelsea, they had already demonstrated end product in their game. It wasn't no flat, I have touches. It wasn't touches that make them
not just vibes.
It wasn't vibes. It was performances for teams already at 17, 18, 19. Right? What you have to show for that? Right?
Brethren, I am saying, listen.
Hit the next part. And again, I have no problem with you saying you believe in Cho's potential and things like that. The problem is in the elevation of this potential into, men should get dropped for him. Dog. He has done nothing. He has demonstrated
nothing, boy.
Mr.
He has demonstrated nothing.
Mr. Prescott,
to justify that.
Mr. Prescott, good argument, right? I shock you're not on the bar, so you could be a lawyer. But here what's going on, bro. Here what's going on. Let me keep it away from mischief, right? We can agree to keep it away from mischief. And here what both of us cannot do. Both of us cannot assume, right? But here what we sure about. You know what we sure about? Bayern Munich bid 60 million for this man.
I am sure about unlike all the Chelsea players that get loaned out and farmed out and whatever, he does not have a track record to stand on. All we have for him is touches in his cameos.
So Bertrand, hear what I'm saying. I am saying Borussia Dortmund bring the perfect opportunity this year. The thing is, take Cho. They didn't allow him to leave it. Take Cho and put him on that big farm in Germany there. And see how much apple he could plant there. Because from the time he reached Germany, he's the second biggest thing to
I think he done well. No, I don't know about that much, but I think he done well.
Of course he not do well.
I feel sorry for him when he couldn't leave the first time because I know he wasn't getting sweat. But I don't think he get sweat in
So say you know this about me, but I'm a and
don't believe in potential.
Eye test.
You don't believe in potential.
But I'm a man that believe in, so it's the eye test. So you watch players play. Dog, we watching football a long time. We playing football a long time. You know when a man have touches, but then there's also know when a man have brain quick. His brain is not quick.
God, here we is. There's our two Zari brethren.
Listen to me. Hey, listen to me. Hey.
Andre Prescott, you are here to chastise Callum Hudson-Odoi. I am saying that you are being critically unfair of this young man and his potential.
That's simple.
I want to make today. I want to put a marker today. I want to put a marker on today at 8:51. What is the date today, boy?
The 13th.
Monday, the 13th September, 8:51.
Yeah.
Andre Prescott called doom on Callum Hudson-Odoi. And remember, in the next 3 years, when Callum is the greatest and Chelsea is the top, we will have this conversation again.
You are always sounding like this on a political platform. So
I put it to you simple, dog. Like, you're watching football a long time. All right, you could see when a player is there's different kinds of talent, right? So Cho definitely has the talent of he knows how to get a man flat-footed and beat him. Okay, he has that talent. All right. But then you look at dog, okay, it have real plenty of young players that could talk up players who were young that I could talk about, right? Balotelli, the first time you remember seeing Balotelli as a youth. You remember what stood out? Lukaku as a youth. You remember what stood out the first time you see him play? Lionel Messi as a youth. You remember the first thing I remember, like when you see him play the first time, whatever, right? All these young players, even Kevin De Bruyne, all the men you talk about, Chelsea players, Oscar.
Nah, I can't remember KDB young self. No?
All these men, when they're young, there's things that you see about them that you realize, okay, he has talent, but there's also something as like he's a difference maker. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not convinced about Jadon Sancho, even though he do so good in Borussia Dortmund. Jadon Sancho and Hudson-Odoi fall in the same bin to me. Whereas, okay, you have talent to take on a player. Okay. But do you know when to turn that on, when to turn that off? Do you have the finish? Do you have the cross? Do you have...
No, you have the cross.
So obviously Sancho has now demonstrated he have the ability to do the final, the decisive, the assist and goals. Right? He's demonstrated it now, how much he is in Dortmund. Right? Yeah. But that's the category I put them in. When I see them first play, I was just like, maybe. The part that's been frustrating for me is when people want to elevate maybes into, that's the next Messi. No, hush him out. It's not the same thing.
You hear me saying next Messi?
It's not the same thing.
Brethren, my upline don't go to Messi, and my upline is go to Didier, then Frank Lampard, and them kind of
It's go to who? Who first?
Didier. Remember Frank Lampard is the best for this month too.
Greatest.
I I actually on the opposite spectrum of this whole argument. I do not think Cho will be the best player ever for Chelsea. You know,
David, don't do that now, David. David,
nah,
David, don't do
nah.
that.
We
David,
saw it.
do
We
not
saw
do
it.
that.
We saw it with Tammy. Tammy performed for Chelsea, and he had numbers for Chelsea. Cho doesn't have numbers for Chelsea. Tammy does, and yet Tammy was still offloaded. And we saw it even with a couple of youths from the academy, Livramento, Bioha, who were upcoming talents for Chelsea. Tino Andre, same thing. Upcoming talents for Chelsea, offloaded.
Right, but Cho wasn't there.
Yeah,
You make him argument.
I think as Andre mentioned, Cho was retained for squad depth. We don't have options at right wing back. It's just Aspi and James. But for games, for small cup games, we need another option to play right wing back, and Cho is that option.
Yeah, but Cho is not a right wing back. That's the
I
first thing that they're doing.
I know.
Only place he gonna play.
No. My boy in the EFL, Tuchel will show his tactical flexibility, put him out wide, give him what he wants. When Tuchel first reached, he gave him a shot, he gave him a little to run out.
No, but it was right wing back here one time.
No, there was a couple of games where he did play. No. There was a couple of games where he definitely played him in the front three.
But that was in the end of the season. It was
I'm just saying.
And
he played. He gave him the shot.
But he also played the front three in Lampard system as well.
Yeah.
I think Joe's biggest problem is that they're not letting him leave. Whether it is on loan.
You're correct. I agree with Osei here.
He needs a loan.
Look at Mount. Look how Mount. If Mount stayed, Mount would not have been in the team.
I agree.
Here's why I think so.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, but
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, why I think so. That journey horse where you could express yourself without the need for success.
The pressure.
I think that
Cho need a loan.
He does need a loan.
So fellas, hear this. So let me be honest with you. This is my last
episode.
So there's my last on Cho here. The only thing I see wrong with Cho is Olia. Right? Let me just put that. That's the first thing, right? Second thing is that Cho needs consistent game time.
I agree.
And a club will put the faith in him.
No, that is true.
What this situation here reminded me of?
True.
This situation here reminded me of when on Monday Night Football, I'm trying to remember the British guy name, when he sit down and he watched De Bruyne and he said he's a good player, but he won't be the best. That's what this reminded me of. Because all of that, when he watched De Bruyne, he said, oh God, so much people to spend money on. Pep going to spend 50 million on this fella.
But De Bruyne, wait, Mark. No. De Bruyne's number, wait. Pep was in Bayern. And De Bruyne's numbers for Wolfsburg was insane, though. That's not the same thing.
No, but it's Paul Merson is his name. When Paul Merson said, no,
but did he see his numbers?
So here what I'm saying, I agree. It's not the numbers part I'm talking about. I'm talking about when the whole crowd was saying, nah, he's a decent player, but he's not that good. He won't be world class. And now these same fellas have waited to call the unmitigated goal to call him the best they ever see.
Right?
No, I think
this is what he reminded me of now.
A good example to compare is Christensen. Because when Christensen now came out, everybody say Christensen, nah, he not good, he not gonna be good for Chelsea. And then Christensen went out on loan for Gladbach and had an amazing loan spell. Then came back to Chelsea.
I'll tell you who's the good example. The good example is who we just like is Gail Kakuta from Chelsea.
Richard, go to Manhattan. I'm trying to find it up here.
I was trolling. That one is trolling.
Oh, we're going to say, you say Butcher and Shaw, isn't it?
Yeah, that's next. That's trolling, but I'm saying.
But
all trolling aside, I mean, I think, or they could try to focus on the success stories of the people who, Chelsea got wrong. Who Chelsea got wrong and stuff like that. Dog, for the most part, Chelsea gets it right. Time and time again, they get it right. For the most part, managers get it right. There's so few examples of where 10 managers, sorry, let me not exaggerate, three managers made other choices, and then it turns out they missed this hidden gem this whole time, right? So I'm not saying the guy's a bad player. I'm saying, all right, do not elevate him to this next level of what his potential is. All right, he's good. He's good.
I can't even say he's good, because I haven't seen enough now.
He's good, but he's not get carried away now.
Anyway,
dog. Even so, the best player to really talk about. You're on mute, dog. You're on mute. With whatever hateration you're on mute.
No, Osei, don't tell me I can't even say good. Use our man to score Saka good. You score Emil Smith and Saka.
But Saka's better than Cho.
Saka on the England
England side. Please.
Saka's better than Cho.
Saka on the full English side, though.
Don't do better than Cho.
Don't do that.
Man. Nah, all lost now.
So you
I was half trolling and joking and thing, but if I really think Cho better than Saka,
fellas, you want to say, a lot of value people time. I don't just want to come here on a big Monday night to talk free talk.
By the numbers,
when I say Saka better,
by England decision, right? And in any pecking order that you're objectively looking at now, he is better than Cho. Hard luck.
Saka's better than Cho.
We know
Saka make it based on game time. Cho,
we know exactly.
How
he could make it based on game time when the man make the full England side and was starting in the
you know why? Because he playing a lot of minutes for Arsenal. You have to realize Arsenal is a championship team compared to Chelsea.
But let's be real. That's exactly why
if Cho was in Arsenal, Cho would have been on England side because he would have been the person crying all that.
If Cho was at Arsenal, he would be like Niles struggling to find
out. No,
he wasn't here.
Come
on.
He
wasn't. The only this is the only way Cho.
This triple A and this triple A no.
I'll be real with you. The only way Cho, dog, I don't even want to slander him. I only make him slander him. I'll go leave him alone, right? The last thing I'm going to say is, all right, think about the first time you see Cho, think about the first time you see a player like Raheem Sterling. That is the levels. There's levels to what you're seeing as the talent.
But still wasn't good when he now come to.
He was better than what you see from Cho. He was better than where you see from Cho.
When you put Sterling through and go, but he had Suarez on them to cover him too, but he was good, man.
Look. Triple M gone, boy.
No, right there. Let's talk here.
Anyway, that's enough Chelsea, man.
Yeah, wait, boy.
All right, let's talk here.
As an hour Chelsea, what we are there?
How we reach here, boy? Anyway, the next contenders, before you go Man City getting the job done. They lost the first game to Tottenham. Since then, they're doing the business quietly. They're making no noise, really. All the thoughts on Man City.
Same. So, remember I said before, you got to get Pepe flowers and things. So, he's going to figure out a solution with his strikerless madness with Ferran Torres and Gabriel Jesus playing wide and hitting and cross and things. So, he will figure out something else again. Obviously, his team also, like Chelsea, is very stacked. So, when they fully fit, it's Foden, like I say, it's Foden, Mahrez, Sterling, Jack Grealish, KDB, Bilva. Like, it's just real players. So, he will figure out something for how they will score goals nonetheless. Obviously, they would have been the runaway favorites if they had get Kane. But without Kane... If they got Kane, yeah. But without Kane, obviously that makes them just a little less potent in terms of how much goals they will score. But I see them creating at least 10 chances a game, every game. So We will see.
Yes, Scarlett. Hudson City.
Well, I hear them bigging on Grealish earlier in the pod. And I think Grealish going to be a flop.
All right.
I think he's going to be a flop. Grealish don't play a Manchester City football. Okay. Grealish plays a mid-table side football, holding the ball long, and doing what he wants, beating everybody. And yes, he does win fouls, but City is not a team that is playing stop and start football. Even though he winning fouls, they don't play stop and start football. City is a team that like free flowing football, passing the ball all the time. Grealish,
and you can't see him adjusting to that.
No, I don't see him adjusting to that. That is like putting 2009 Ronaldo in Barca.
Yeah, I hear.
He could not work. Ronaldo in that Barca side would not work. And it's the same thing with Grealish. Grealish, too greedy. He just hold the ball too long.
So my only counter to that, Scarlett. My only counter to that, Scarlett, is try to remember how Bernardo Silva played before City. Try to remember how Riyad Mahrez played before City.
Bernardo wasn't like that though.
Mahrez, boy.
So,
are you sure?
I'm just saying.
So fellas,
there's players before and after.
Here. Scarlett, bro, how old is? Don't tell me age. You're less than 30? Yeah. You know what I realized?
Let me hear this triple.
Yeah, you ain't watch as much football because if you can remember people like Ronaldinho, the first R9 before R9 Reloaded come, and those kind of players. It is you see that individual talent where you see him holding the ball and doing all of that. It have a reason that Pep decided to tap into that, and more times than not, Pep just be right. Pep just be right when he decide to spend money on a player. He spent 100 million on a player. I cannot foresee Grealish being a flop. What I'm sure about, and Andre was alluding to it, is that Pep will find some way to make Grealish world class. That is not me just giving Pep a rating, but I see Pep do it over and over again. Raheem Sterling, he was raw talent from Liverpool. Pep take Raheem, he put the chip in the back of his head, then Raheem comes super Raheem. He take Riyad Mahrez, raw talent from Leicester City.
He popped down Mahrez though. He popped
down.
So here it is. Raw talent from Manchester City. He put a chip in, he get him to work. Bernardo Silva from Monaco.
Good first season.
Again.
It was the first or second season, but after that it was okay.
Bernardo at City. Yeah.
So Bernardo was just to chop back on the left.
No, Bernardo was similar in style to Grealish, in my opinion.
Yeah,
there's a lot of I hold the ball. Yeah. I pull in 2-3 men, and then I slip a pass. That's why I do the whole game, and every now and then I shoot.
But to me, when he was at his peak, he was doing it for City because his ball retention out of tight areas when let's say our team was playing deeper was real good and he was creating for them. But
my triple M take is Pep bought Grealish to try to make him into Iniesta. It's as simple as that.
Well, if that's the case, well, fine.
He bought him because listen.
David, you'll see it by the end of the season, boy.
I know it's a different style of dribbling, but if you think about what is Iniesta spectacular at?
You going to put him in the center?
No. What is Iniesta spectacular at?
Ball retention.
I do not lose the ball, though. Yeah. Period. What is Jack Grealish good at? I do not lose the ball, though. Yeah. Period. Yeah. So
I more see Grealish like closer to Hazard.
I guess, but it's the same idea. So I see Pep. The way I see this going, hopefully, I don't know, but I see Pep bringing him into the center. Yes, I see him bringing him into the center and pushing.
If memory serves me right, he played the center last game. He didn't play the forward line. He played the secondary.
I didn't watch the last one.
He played the secondary. So fellas, anyway, segueing straight into my Man City take, by I copying and pasting everything Andre said. I copy and pasting, right? So this is me plagiarizing what Andre said. So whatever Andre say, I agree with. Right? So you're correct.
Triple A, boy.
Yeah, Triple A, boy. Triple A. Today, charge up for me is a battery.
Yeah, something so.
Yeah.
I
really watch City game. What I'll say is, I don't think Foden. This is where Foden will suffer, even though he's unsellable. We can't sell Foden. Oh my
Lord.
gosh, we can't.
An extra boy, an extra.
Yeah.
Where the coach flips in him whole day.
Foden will suffer this season because Jack not getting dropped. Sterling gone force his way into the team somehow. I believe so. Mahrez there.
Now Riyadh will get dropped.
Yeah, Mahrez on the way to get dropped.
No set for Mahrez.
Mahrez on his way to get dropped.
No. I'm just saying that's 40 minutes right there. 40 minutes is Riyadh. You can target Riyadh. And he could also target Bilbo. He could also target Bernardo minutes in the middle.
So fellas, no, Bernardo asked him to leave, and I think they're allowing him to leave in January. No, the thing is, if you're looking at City, you realize Mahrez minutes being unfairly cut off, so how Pep is doing. Yeah. It's his minutes getting chopped big time right now. Mahrez not playing more than 15 minutes in our game right now. So clearly, I think they're compensating for Foden already.
All right, fair enough. Man United, Ronaldo.
I'll go last.
Every time I watch Andreas now, Man United, Ronaldo. Ronaldo is back. Boy, I really enjoyed this transfer season. Even though Arsenal do man, I really enjoyed this transfer season because I was like, horse. Man, we had to talk about Ramsdale for 5 minutes after, but go ahead. Don't talk about Arsenal again.
I don't have much to talk about Ramsdale. Ramsdale is a relegation expert.
I just want to know what that's about.
Yeah, relegation, yeah. That's why. So I was like, man, really going City? And the man who like the attention, is his name, Rio. So he called Ronaldo. He couldn't do it, and the man, surrogate father, Alex, said, nah, you can't go City.
I see fans burn the jersey. Only
man burn the jersey and thing.
Yeah.
Beside that, right? Mark had his take on it. He says, Uncle Ronaldo, the man banged 2 this weekend. We'll see how he continues to go, right?
Wait, what's your take there, Mark? Wait, so Mark, hold on. Let me just, I'm gonna preface. So you're a big Lukaku fan. Were you watching Inter play last year?
Yeah.
So you watch Serie A or you just watch Inter?
No, but I just watch football, boy. When I wake up, I just watch football. A lot of football.
So you saw Cristiano at Juve?
Yeah.
All right, and what's your take?
No, Cristiano is 29 goals at Juve.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't impressed.
Okay.
So, no, you're going to ask yourself why you're not impressed with 29, right?
No, I just want to listen.
Because, no, where's the conundrum with Cristiano at Juve for me? No, I was firmly of the opinion that Cristiano going Juve going to take away from the team Juventus. Juventus always build a brand by having a good, solid team structure and team football. Cristiano took away from that and make Juventus a one-trick pony and they make the football very predictable. However, in saying that, greatness is greatness. You can't stop him from scoring. You can't stop the great man from scoring, right? So, yes, Ronaldo get 29. Yes, maybe about 10 is penalties.
Not a great man. That's a great man. Sorry, go ahead.
What do you mean? But
anyway, don't worry about that.
So, fellas, no, I ain't talking about Cristiano Ronaldo, the person, the movie star, the Barbie, yeah? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Cristiano Ronaldo, the footballer. So, yes, so I understand why there's the excitement around Man United. Like I told Osei the last take, that this is a good move for Man United. This is a great move for Man United. The entity, there's a great business move. But for the team Manchester United presently, I see it as a banana peel moment where the progress that they were making, I think will be lost. You have a youth man, Greenwood, firing on all cylinders. This youth man looked like he was going to have a breakthrough season. You have Rashford doing anything. You have all these young people. You have a very fluid and quick front line. Now they're going to sacrifice all of that. And you see it in the last game, where all the ball have to go to Ronaldo. Now, yes, I say it's Uncle Ronaldo. Uncle Ronaldo don't mean he won't score. I see it 18 goals. All the people who think 30 goals are saying it one time, 30 goals nothing. 18 goals for Ronaldo. I see Ronaldo do too far to look pretty for the crowd. He's blowing hard. He's not Ronaldo from 08-09, right? And here what's going to happen with Manchester United against bigger teams. Again, I can't play as Madam Cleo. I don't know everything. But against bigger teams, I could see people finding a way to stop Man United by focusing heavily on Cristiano Ronaldo, who focuses heavily on himself. Right. And if he's not getting that kind of attention, it would have tension. Right. And we all know that Cristiano Ronaldo, contrary to all the BS here in the media, he's not this great leader of men. He's not this great dressing room personality. Actually, he is always a dividing figure in a dressing room. And I think that this could be a banana peel moment for Manchester United this side. Now I say this,
good thing.
About the fifth time I
don't want to cut you off, Mark.
Yeah, no problem. I
yes,
don't
Scarlett,
want to customer for my take, but that's just why.
No, that's a good take. I like how you finish it.
Scarlett.
I 100% agree with Mark. I can say that on our podcast too, that United will also become dependent on Ronaldo over time. As Mark say, Juve was a one-trick pony with Ronaldo, and everything went through Ronaldo, and the same thing will happen to United. You see it in the Newcastle game. Martial had a 1v1 chance to shoot, and he decided to square it, to Ronaldo. Why?
Yeah.
Why? And it already starting. Everybody wants Ronaldo on the score sheet, and as a result, they're going to start depending on Ronaldo. So, as Mark said, when you're playing bigger teams, the best way to beat United is to mark Ronaldo out of the game. And it's simple as that.
Yeah, but if them other men can adapt to that and see the space, then what are we doing? Anyway,
I don't agree with the... So I need to say it. I like all your working, I don't like all your answer. Right? so the working is good. Right, a lot of the things about how Ronaldo is actually the decisive figure and stuff like that, right? But let's try to keep in context what was happening at Juventus. Juventus had Andrea Pirlo as a coach. I'm not trying to say... I'm not trying to say, hold on. I'm not trying to say Ole is a better coach or something.
Yeah, he's got Pirlo was terrible.
Andre, he's a better coach than Pirlo.
But hold on now. I don't want to give Ole too much flowers now. I don't want nobody to think I think Ole like nah. But Ole has built a club, right? He, like it or not, I bet it or not, if you remember what it was under Jose and what it is now, he's done this. He's put the right players in place, offload the right players, get these men to be able to express themselves in their way, blah, 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 whatever. Okay. Can I see Ronaldo? So that game against Newcastle, don't let that be like a false dawn of what coming, right? Newcastle literally played a 7-2-1, right? So that play was always going to be very, very disjointed, very one-sided. Look at the team he chose. He chose Sancho playing from the left. Ronaldo's a man is playing from the left. Pogba like to drift to the left. Like so, it was always going to be a very disjointed game and thing based on what that setup like. Do I see this actually being, this is how it's going to be the whole time? I can't see it. Because you think about who Bruno Fernandes is. Bruno Fernandes cannot help himself but to break the line. That's what he does as a player for Manchester United. So he's going to still break the line and do his thing. Mason Greenwood, despite his age, is very, very sure of himself. If you look at that game, he did not do what Martial do and try to square up no nothing. He was doing his fan and shoot like regular. He is going to play like so. I don't think
that's how the goal came in. The first goal in.
So Andre,
he's going to do his thing.
One quick pin, Andre.
Yeah.
He's going to do that for the first game. So Cristiano Ronaldo says, small man,
yeah, I understand.
Goal for me. Else you're on the bench, and Ole can't do anything about that. So go ahead, Andre.
No, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I agree with that. I agree with the weekend that says, yes, there is going to be some that ego where he demanded more the ball and fretting up. Like Lukaku does do, by the way. But he'll be fretting up for the ball and ting.
Lukaku don't have to fret, and aside everybody will give him it.
And you have all these youth men who want to play his godfather and thing, and they bringing up pictures of when he touched their head and thing when they was young. Okay, all right. So yes, there's gonna be a part of it when men go down and try to be deferential and stuff like that. But I don't see it being. It's not gonna go the Juve way. Ronaldo, the bottom line is he scores goals, so he will score goals. Adding 18 goals, adding 10 goals, right? Let me say 10. Adding 10 goals is definitely a plus anytime. But Manchester United problem remains Fred. Fred. So that's central. That's center midfield. Yeah. You know, I don't want to be accused of slandering Cho and Pogba on the same day. So I'll give it a rest and say they haven't figured out how to fit a midfield.
I ain't find any button to press, but
they haven't figured out a way to build a midfield to cover the deficiencies of Pogba. I'll say it that way. So they still have a huge problem against big teams, not related to Ronaldo, but related to that midfield. So good luck. Inshallah, they will score goals, but nothing else. So that's it.
But Andre, to be fair, Newcastle was the best team for Manchester United to play because they are the worst team. They are the worst team defensively in the league. Eh?
Yeah, that was string of games that Ronaldo will be welcomed into.
Hey, however, it could be a bad team, but if you literally pack 7-2, all right, it will still be hard to break them down.
Newcastle could pack 7-2 against Crystal Palace and lose, but that team, I'm not sure why they're still in the Premier League. I'm telling you, Newcastle have 7 men behind the ball and none of them good. Come on, let's be real. That's Newcastle for you, bro.
Yeah.
Newcastle basically have 3 players on the field, and that, you know. So
Maxim,
that's just
and Mirona and who else?
And Joelinton and St. Maximan.
Nah, I don't like Joelinton. I like this guy, but I think this is second season. The one who scored the goal, the first goal. He's actual boy.
Manquillo,
Javier Manquillo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's our boy.
No, listen to me. I like Newcastle team, you know. I hate that coach, Steve Bruce. Is the worst dog. But that man, he has a squad that he could actually play some ball if he chose to play some ball.
Newcastle are good players, yeah.
I forget the man who injured. Ryan Fraser is injured. They have
Ryan Fraser being injured for 2 years.
They have Almiron. They have Wilson.
Any fellas, I appreciate all you.
Go ahead.
Let's do a close out. Triple M tonight. Yeah, Scarlett in the building, guys. Appreciate all of you for coming on. You had to change this to Trifactor Chelsea, boy. Boy. Years and ages. But big up solid team. Big up solid team. Already the team to beat right now. I want to see that Man U Chelsea clash whenever it is. Appreciate all of you for coming on, Scarlett, bro. Appreciate you. Mark, as always, appreciate you. Andre,
I just really hope God released Cho from the shackles of Chelsea, so he can finally show his potential.
I mean, you know when one guest come, one could leave. Yes.
All right, fellas. The accused are the question. I'm sorry.
Adro.